I'm here at my local post office. It just opened after closing for Christmas, and I got not just one, not just two, but 3 big boxes that most likely have cameras in them. So I'm gonna get home and unbox these bad boys. Wait, I'm not falling for this again. No way, you're not gonna see me fall. What's in the box? My first post-Christmas camera. What is it going to be? Oh, very nice. This camera was actually kind of hard to get in Australia. Amazon doesn't ship to Australia, so I had to get this on eBay. But it's here at long last. Look at that, there it is. Here we have the Yi camera. The build quality feels really good, straight out of the box. Very solid, I like it, like the black design. It is big and chunky, so you're probably not gonna fit this in your pocket. But given this shoots 5.7K video, I don't mind carrying this around in a separate bag. So we have a tripod here. Oh, this is really sturdy. And finally we have a little battery here. Sticker, manuals, don't need those. Cable, we've already got 6,000 cables. We have a lens cleaner. We have a soft pocket bag. This looks good. That's a quality bag, and it's made of a nice kind of leathery material. Not leather, but it's soft and it's good quality. Very happy with that bag. Taking a look at the design, we have an LED light here, and I've noticed there's one on each side. So when you're recording, I guess it shows on both sides, which can be really handy given 360 cameras see everything and there's action on both sides. I've also got a mic there and a mic there. Again, this must be so you can record sound on both sides of the camera. Excellent. We have a latch here where we put our battery in, and we have 2 USB ports. We have a USB-C port and we have a HDMI port. That's very interesting. No micro USB port. Then right here we can put our micro SD card in. That's well placed. Seems like it's got some little vents here. That must be for cooling. I guess when shooting 5.7K video is going to get very hot. There's one big button on the side. This must be for recording, taking videos and maybe photos. Then we have up, down. Our LED display is on the top there. And this is a nicely designed camera. I do like it a lot. It's very stylish. It is quite chunky though. This won't be a camera that you can fit in your pocket, so you have to take it around separately when you go out and shoot beautiful 5.7K video. Box 2. Ooh. Okay, maybe this isn't a camera, but is something equally as cool. The brand new 360 cap by Life in 360. Ooh, 2 boxes instead of 1. Here we have the selfie stick and camera case, and in the bigger box we have the Rilo. Got this bad boy off of Amazon. Not gonna lie, I am a little bit excited about this because of the amazing stabilization. Like I said in my New Year's 2018 video, there aren't many other things that I'm aware of that it does better than other cameras, but that stabilization, if you're into extreme sports, could be worth paying $500 for alone, if it's that good. Straight out of the box, it's smaller than I thought it might be. This is actually a tiny little camera. I imagined it being about this much longer, roughly the size of the Insta360 One, whereas the One is about this long, and the Rilo is a bit smaller. However, this is thicker than the Insta360 One, so it'll be interesting to see how well it does handle the stitch. I'm guessing at near distance it's not going to be good. It's actually a relatively light camera. It does feel pretty fragile, I must admit, because it does have those 2 big protruding lenses. So I feel like I need to be really careful about not misplacing this or putting it on its side, because it will probably chip the lens. So we've got a speaker there, we've got our on and record button there. We have our charging port on the side. Press this button here and we have our battery latch. And that is a lot of space. Given how small this camera is, it's mostly battery. Have a pouch. That's a good little bag, I like it. It's way bigger than the actual camera. So time will tell how good that proves to be. but I like it. It's made of good material and the design of the box is really good. It does feel like an Apple box. Got a few cables here and here's our battery. That is a tiny little battery, and even though the compartment was really big, I'm not feeling like that's going to hold a lot of charge. Here's the selfie stick and camera cage. They're both quite small, and it's got the GoPro mount here with the little screwy thing. All right, great. At the bottom of this little selfie stick, we have 1/4 inch tripod thread, which means you can put it on basically any tripod, small or large. To be honest, I don't really like the look of this cagey thing. I'd rather avoid it. However, if I want to use this with a selfie stick, I'm going to need to use it because the Rilo doesn't have a 1/4 inch tripod thread at the bottom. So now let's take this out to Sydney's beautiful beaches and see how this bad boy performs. The Rilo, I'm actually a big fan of its form factor. I like the size, it's nice and small. It's been a pleasure to work with so far. I shot one hyperlapse with it so far and it was a pleasure to use. It was so easy to turn on. You just turn it on, press the button, record, and then walk. I haven't delved too much into post-production, but I'll do that ASAP and let you guys know. I think this is gonna be a good camera. I'm not disappointed at all that I bought this. So having used the Yi for a few days now, here are my thoughts. This is a chunky camera. At first, I thought it was going to be light and portable, but it is actually quite heavy. Next, the LCD display is so dark you can't see shit, unfortunately. I hope they fix this with the next year because it's unusable outdoors. You can barely see anything. You have to connect to your app to see what you're actually doing. I've taken some quite decent photos and videos that I've posted on Instagram as Tiny Planets, and I'm relatively happy with the 360s it produces. However, I'm having exposure issues. The dynamic range isn't good so far. The highlights seem way overblown, and I've been having issues with manual exposure. It seems to save the same manual exposure settings, so every time I go out and shoot, it'll overexpose by 2 stops unless I manually go and change the settings every time I turn the camera on. Maybe this is something I just haven't figured out yet about this camera. I will keep you guys posted, but this is not a fast camera to work with. You do need to take your time to set it up. I've shot a bit of video, the video looks good. Haven't figured out how to do stabilization yet. I'm working on it. I will put out a review of this camera ASAP. Is it worth 400 bucks? So far, don't know. Okay, so I'm at the end of editing this very video you're watching, and looking back at that Rilo footage, holy moly, it actually looks really, really good, and it could be a competitor to the Fusion. The resolution's lower, but it was such a pleasure to shoot and edit, and it was just so fast and easy. I love everything about it. I love it. I'm still extremely inexperienced with the Rilo, but so far it's been really good and without question better than the Yi. If you have any questions about the Yi or the Rilo, leave them in the box below and I'll try to address them when I do an official review of each of these cameras. But Mr. Ben, the title of this video says unboxing 3 cameras, and those were only 2. You can't count, Mr. Ben. Well, actually, since starting this video, a new camera has come in the mail, and that is the Madv Mini. This is from the same people that made the Madventure 360. This is their upcoming smartphone camera, and yes, it looks exactly like the Insta360 Air, however, it's really thin. And this is a cool little design. I like it. It's very cute, and it has a USB-C connector, which is interesting because not many phones are USB-C right now, but it does have an adapter as well. So you put that in there, and now it'll work on Android. The box says 360 vision, live broadcast, share, and double 13 megapixel sensors. So this is gonna be decent for a smartphone camera. I think this one's under 100 bucks. I'm pretty sure I saw it on gearbest.com, so I'll put a link down in the description if you wanna take a look at this. Look at this, it comes with little earmuffs. How cute. No. It's adorable. So more info on all 3 cameras coming soon. I like them already, but it's early days and the Fusion's coming. So something tells me these 2 are going to get overshadowed pretty quickly. But maybe not. Stay tuned for more GoPro videos, Yi, Rilo, and Madv Mini videos. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there for more awesome 360 shit. Hit me up on Facebook. I'm facebook.com/lifethan360photo and Instagram @BenClaremont. Put a link to all 3 cameras down there if you want to check them out on Amazon or GearBest. And until next time, keep capturing your world in 360. Wait a minute, did I say 3 cameras? Well, I meant 4. Here's the 4th box I got in the mail. Do you recognize that logo? Well, my review of this mysterious camera is coming in the next video. Bye.